In 2006, the BMW Group recognised that the market was very strong. The opportunities for us as a business to grow were very real. However, from a financial services point of view, we'd already achieved terrific success within the BMW Group brands. Penetration was very high, both in new cars and in used cars. But for a financial services company, it's incredibly important that we continue to grow if we're going to properly support our BMW and Mini aspects of our business. The opportunity outside of those brands was obviously extremely significant, because as important and as strong as those brands are, they represent just one part of the industry. So Alphera was envisaged and created in order to help us penetrate into the area of the industry that we hadn't at that stage penetrated into. And to use the lessons that we learned there and the profit that we generated, to be frank, to better support the core business.
So I'm fortunate enough to have been involved with Alphera since its start over 10 years ago now. So it's nice to be part of the celebrations on our 10th anniversary. I think what's allowed and enabled Alphera to develop and evolve in the way that it has is that we've constantly looked at what's going on in the marketplace, we've looked at our competition, we've took into account the economy, which has had its peaks and troughs, I think it would be fair to say, over the last 10 years, and there's been numerous challenges there which, you know, a lot of our competition I think have found more difficult than perhaps we have. And our business has really evolved through some of those challenges that we've embraced, and it's allowed us to develop our business to the point that we're at today.
At that time in the market, there were a lot of really strong independent finance companies, but they were all parts of banks, and they approached their offering very much in the same vein as a retail bank might. What Alphera was able to offer was a car company perspective. We had the resources and expertise and experience of a franchise finance company, one that had been established for a very long time in the UK as well. And we were able to bring all of that knowledge and all of that experience to play when making our offering to the wider marketplace. In effect, we were able to offer the expertise and resources of a franchise finance company to the independent used car and broker sector, as well as to other franchise dealers. It's
about working with our partners in a collaborative way. So, you know, we listen to what our partners say, and we listen to the feedback, we take that feedback and we come back to the business and we work with our colleagues internally to develop new products and new ways of making their business actually easier.
Through the BMW Group, we had a great deal of experience in the offer of a PCP product. Ours is called Select. Now, those did exist in the marketplace, but BMW's product was broader and stronger than the vast majority of the competition, and certainly it stood out as quite unique in the independent finance company sector. So this was something that really added value to our partners when we launched in 2006, and still does today. Why the name Alphera? Well, I'd like to give you a really clever answer to that, but the fact of the matter is that when Alphera was first envisaged and before we launched, we decided that we wanted a name that was unique, that didn't sound too much like anything anyone else was using. And it was really important to us, because Alphera is a global organisation, that it had resonance in any language or any culture, but without any unforeseen cultural significance. So a number of names, potential names, that ticked those boxes were put together on a list, and then the very most senior managers within our organisation were asked to choose their favourite, and Alphera was the result.